and he got me back for not remembering the anniversary.
How so?
She forced me to go out to BJ's Wholesale Club to pick up.
I love BJ's.
Is BJ's like Costco?
More of a
Yes,
Costco guy.
Better,
More of a Costco.
better. Some are saying.
No, nobody says that.
Some are saying.
Nobody says
if they
that.
come on as a sponsor.
I sent
I'd say.
Tony a headline from SB Nation criticizing Kirk Cousins.
It wasn't
And-
much of a criticism.
And the
Hold
headline,
on.
it was meant
It
as
wasn't
a criticism.
a criticism.
The criticism was the headline on the story was Kirk Cousins will never win anything because he's a Costco hot dog.
Wow.
Yo, hold on.
But Costco hot
Costco
dogs are
hot
fire.
dogs
Those
are
are
winning.
fire. $1.50
Winning.
plus the soda.
Yep,
Best
that's
deal
the
in town.
best deal
This
in
is,
town.
Yeah, but it is both insult and compliment because
It's
it
good
is
for what it is.
It's delicious and it
Very
is delicious value, but you're never going to win any restaurant awards with it.
Exactly.
Who's winning restaurant awards? Who cares
Exactly
about
right.
that? It's $1.50 economico. You eat it. You have fun. You go around. Yeah, that's it.
And the pizza.
Oh, the pizza too is good.
Oh, the pizza's great.
I think also with the
25.
Costco hot dog, you can only eat it from 1 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Otherwise,
On a
it's
Sunday.
going to ruin your digestive tract, and it's going to be it's going to leave your body unpleasantly if you have it later in the day.
One of my favorite things about the Costco hot dog is that it is not the meal in and of itself, but merely the capper of a great day at Costco. Picking up on samples. Had some broccoli cheddar soup over here. Got to try this Philly cheesesteak thing. That was very delicious right there. Some cheese and crackers over here. Then you get
An energy drink.
an energy drink to wash that all down. Then maybe a little dessert. Maybe it's like a cut up energy bar or something like that. And after you've done all that, you pay for yourself. You stop off. You get the hot dog and the soda. We're gone.
Then you get some gas.
Gas.
You gotta get
Oh,
some gas
yeah.
on the way home. Cheapest gas in town.
Gasoline,
Oh,
by the way.
So,
Not gas, the other way.
I bought my dad a Tesla, right?
What?
This was like
Excuse
a
us.
few months ago. But here's the thing. Sometimes I use the Tesla. So I've noticed that whenever I go to Costco and I'm driving the Tesla, there's nobody in that gas line. It's free and clear. The moment I take my car, it's like gas
The
lines in the
apocalypse.
70s. Yeah, it's like 800 cars just massed
A
up.
hurricane is coming tomorrow.
It's the worst.
The play with those gas things though at BJ's, I go to BJ's. Shout out to BJ's. Thing with those gas things
Influencer Billy.
is thank you. The
I should
thing
be
with that is
influencer.
you don't have to worry about because like most cars, I don't know if you guys have noticed, most cars, at least the cars that I've had, have the gas on the left hand side.
Oh, you've got the
Nice.
right-hand
Some-
side?
No, some have the right hand side,
Yeah.
but they make the hoses so
The
they go
extendo
all the way
hose.
around
Oh,
the
they-
cars. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I always go on the less popular side and I
That's-
just walk around and I hold it.
That's every gas station.
No, not
Not in
every
Miami.
gas station.
Not here.
Not
Not in
down
Miami.
here, no.
No.
Shout out to Arizona.
Yeah,
I'm
shout
an
out.
influencer too. Shout out to Arizona for having gas
The
stations
state.
that are
You want
all
the tourism board to sponsor
everybody.
you?
Hey, look, we got a Super Bowl and a golf tournament coming up.
Good shout.
So you're just buying your dad cars, huh? That was like a little nugget we just dropped in there. That's like you made it.
I mean, like I'd like to. This is a lifetime of me not getting him shit. Like,
Yeah.
so-
Right. Yeah.
So you guys
Makes up
square
for
now.
it.
You're even.
But the best part is like I think I drive it more than he does. Because here's my thing. It's like if there's a errand that you got to run that's longer than like 3 or 4 miles, why would I burn gas? Why wouldn't I take the electric car and just go wherever?
I got my father one time in my youth an Atari on Father's Day.
What?
He doesn't even play video
Well,
games.
Amin got a Tesla. Dan.
Well, you
You.
try. You want to sort of have this sort of shared interest. So you reach out there. We got my dad recently a Nintendo Switch, and he absolutely loves it. We
Really?
were stunned by it. We were stunned by it. But yeah, like you try and have those bonding
No,
experiences.
that sounds like a more that sounds like a worse version of me. Like
Yes.
I bought my dad something that I knew I'd love to use.
That's correct. That's exactly what I did. That's I was 41 years old.
Yes.
You guys are doing judgment stuff with BJ's and Costco's that I don't
Who
necessarily
is?
understand. Billy, you were on the correct side of this by
What?
saying by celebrating BJ's and saying
it.
why is it an inferior product to Costco, but I feel like the rest of the group was looking down at your love of BJ's.
Oh man, I love them all. BJ's, Costco,
No, you
Sam's
can't do that.
Club.
No, you can't do
No,
that.
You
you
gotta pick one.
can't.
You
No,
gotta
you
pick
can't.
I don't
one.
have to pick
No,
one.
you gotta pick
We've
one,
already
man.
become Costco
one.
people.
I don't have to pick one.
Well, you
Yes,
do.
you do.
Well, you do because you have to pay a membership price,
No.
don't you?
Yes.
Well, you
Yeah.
you,
Don't worry
you
about
pay them.
that.
You pay them for all of them.
There's ways
can't.
around
Don't
that.
worry about
There's
that.
ways around
There's
that.
ways.
I can't tell you the pride I have when I pull out my Costco. Now it's on the
The
app.
premium executive member.
Yes, and it says
Wow.
member 20 plus years. It's
Uh-huh.
like they stopped counting.
20 plus years. I
They
mean,
stopped counting.
Incredible.
Fair play.
They were just like, you know what? He's been here a while.
I have to be honest. I hate. I hate going to Walmart and I hate going to
Get out of this.
to wholesale
this
clubs
No.
because
Love Walmart.
first off, like I live in a studio apartment. I couldn't carry into my apartment all of the things that you can get.
You can if you try.
at a
Mhm.
Costco wholesale club. So like I only buy like sort of what I need for very short periods of time. And so it's actually one of the things I'm looking forward to about home ownership is getting into the wholesale club game.
No.
Because right now it's completely unnecessary.
Witty.
Like
As a 20 plus year vet,
Practice.
Mhm.
Gotta get
I
practice.
started in a
Mhm.
shitty apartment that was across from a
Talk to
meth
him.
lab
Mhm.
in Mesa, Arizona.
Learn 'em.
Right.
of
I'm
course.
telling you, like
I
things like
presume Mesa, Arizona is 20% meth labs.
it was at the time. The
Put it
Has
on
it
the
gone
poll,
up or down?
Guillermo, at LeBatard Show. Is Mesa, Arizona 20% meth labs?
I lived right off of Apache, which used to be the old Route 66. So they have all these motels with the low signs, but because they built freeways, now it's not a highway, it's just a street. So the only use for those motels is for the world's oldest profession. So
Yep.
routinely it would just be like, you come on after dark, they're just there,
Locksmith.
right?
Do we know that that is indeed the world's oldest profession? Is there somebody on behalf of the coal mining industry saying, you know what, hold on a second, I don't believe that
Yeah, there had to have been
prostitution or
other-
sex work.
Here's how I know, because it took human beings having to discover, oh, this coal is pretty useful. No matter how quickly they discovered that, it was a little less quicker than, I want some more of that.
Right.
You
That was the first
You don't
discovery.
think you don't
Whoa,
think you don't
that
think
feels
food
good.
you don't think food would have like because
Yeah, like a hunter.
right exactly
First
like
profession
paying
hunter.
paying someone to hunt for you I feel like is or I guess in that time bartering.
You know
Because,
what
I
those
mean,
people would have done for a $1.50 hot dog?
Literally
A lot.
anything. I'll do anything.
Do
For
you
it.
feel the tension
Whoa.
in the air right now? I know I can.
Do you have anything that you get for special benefits for pulling out? What did you call it? Extreme
premium executive.
platinum
Oh, yeah.
executive,
Premium executive, yeah.
Yeah. So here's what happens.
highest status at.
It's a black card.
It's a black
Once
card
you pull
number
out the
one.
black card, they like usher you in. They're like,
Really?
where would you like to go first?
There's different
Take
cards.
You have a
Oh, yeah.
personal shopper that just escorts you around.
Push
around
the cart,
store,
yeah.
Also, you get a certain percentage cash back. They send it to you in a check at the end of the year. Now, here's the problem. Because me and my brother signed up at the same time, like on the same account. He's like, oh, I'll just put my address down.
Oh.
Not realizing he's thousands of dollars at this point. 20 plus years. Thousands of dollars in these Costco checks.
Oh, richer than you? You're saying like
Yeah, because
yeah.
he's getting the I'm not getting the check.
Why
He
don't
is.
you split off and form your own?
Well, no, it's
No,
too late.
20
now.
years.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
20 years in.
Yeah.
I would be a rookie,
Impossible.
With
like
the white and red card?
Mhm.
Yeah,
All the way from the bottom.
like Billy just walking around lost, like, oh, and BJ's, it's
How-
over here.
Excuse you. What is that supposed to mean? Walking around lost.
You're at BJ's, you're lost.
You're BJ's. You walk into Costco, you're gonna be blown away.
Exactly.
You're like,
I'm
what?
telling you, I don't have anything against Costco either.
No, you do. I feel
I
it.
don't.
You had to pick one. You had to pick a side.
I chose not to. I said I don't have to pick a side. I'll tell you one of these things here. I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. So I remember as a child, when I was a kid, as a child, as most people are,
Right.
Yeah, when
I
you were a kid.
went and my parents had a Costco membership, right? And because you were kids, similar to like the thing at Publix where they give you like a free cookie, they said, "Oh, little kid, like, do you want your own Costco card?" So they went and they took a picture of me and my sister as though we had our own Costco card. I remember. I don't think it was an official card. It was basically just our picture in like a laminated card thing. Never forget. I was wearing a T-shirt from the show Dinosaurs with the little Not the Mama baby on, and I had that in my little Velcro wallet, and I'd walk around as though I was like, you know, a BD.
Do you still have it?
What's
For
that?
sure.
The card. Do you still have the card?
I somewhere. I think I do. I think if I go around and I find my Velcro wallet that has like the little baseball bat on it, right? Open up the Velcro, I'll have like probably my T-ball picture in it, and I'll have my little Costco card with my Not the
So
Mama
you were a
baby
Costco
shirt.
guy from the beginning. Why'd you turn your back?
I didn't
Yeah.
turn my back.
Feels like you did.
You did.
No.
Trader.
Whoa.
I think I know what's happening here with Billy being non-committal.
What's that?
He's trying to see if any one of the 3 major ones will
Ah.
sponsor him as an influencer.
Oh, it's not going to be
Influencer.
Costco with that attitude.
He doesn't want to publicly declare until the influencer money arrives.
That category is still open.
Are you totally for sale now?
Define totally.
Well, your
for
every
sale.
opinion seems to be sort of clouded or shadowed
opinions,
by
no.
some concern. Well, your every opinion around anything that might have a sponsorship possibility.
I don't like what's going on here around these parts
Why are you looking at me?
because you started this.
How?
You started this across the hall. I said, you know what? New year, new me. I want to be an influencer this year. And
I
I'm
like
trying,
it. I told you it was
to,
chestnut checkers. I love the move.
I'm trying to put in work to do this and make it happen. You know, it started out with the Wendy's card, with the Frosties, free Frosty every time I go to Wendy's. Shout out to Wendy's. And now what happens? You come over here, you start poo-pooing me, you go across the hall, and I told you some of the work that I've been putting in. You then start to try to copy the work that I'm doing to clearly undercut me.
I'm not undercutting
I'm
you.
sure calls
There's
will be
enough-
made to
look,
undercut me.
This town is big enough for both of us. Okay, you can take certain things. I can take certain things, and we split it down the middle.
Is that the first time that expression has ever been said that way? Normally, it's the town isn't big
Ain't
enough
big
for both
enough.
of us.
Right.
Miami is big enough for both of us. Trust me, Billy.
I would like to be the influencer.
You can be it.
You could be an influencer.
I have
I'm
no problem with you
trying.
being an influencer. I love it.
You do.
But you got to commit more if you want to be a Costco influencer, man.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
that's my
Just
larger point.
I'm not sure I want to be a Costco influencer.
Well,
Oh,
It
wow.
doesn't sound
Me and
like
Amin
you
will take
do.
it.
It sounds like you want to be a BJ's
Well, BJ's is
influencer.
closer to my house, if I'm going to be honest with you. But I could make the drive to Costco, should I need to.
Let's do top 5 Costco purchases because I don't believe anything's going to top the $1.50 hot dog.
So, actually, I've got 5 things that top the $1.50 hot dog. I'm speaking to Chris Whittingham, who is single, lives alone, and he's like, "Oh, Costco, I don't need that. My place isn't big enough." Here are 5 things you absolutely need from Costco, right?
Okay.
Number 5.
Paper towels.
Yep. Absolutely.
You go once, you'll never have to go again. Literally, that one time for you.
That
You have
seems to be like from the outside looking in. That seems to be a flaw in the Costco business model. Is they sell things in such bulk,
Are you
Hold on.
It's
serious?
like there are certain items like if I got like an 18-pack of Claritin, I will never need Claritin ever again.
Witty,
That's the
I
point.
think I could do a 75-minute podcast on the Costco business model. It is brilliant. It'll blow your mind.
It really is.
My
Yeah.
father one time was on the wrong medication, and the way we realized as a family that he was on the wrong medication is he had hidden in his car a tub of Costco cashews that would have lasted an office a lifetime, and he was just destroying it. Like there was something happening with there was something happening with the medication that was making him eat cashews at what would be a lethal rate for any other human being.
My God,
The-
his cashew levels are off the charts.
It was just staggering the amount of cashews that he
your
was eating.
your vital signs, your blood pressure, your pulse, and your amount of your cashew level.
I'd like to take Amin up on the offer of a 75-minute
I'll do it with him,
podcast
Dan.
I
where,
could, yeah,
where
for
he
mystery.
just-
Can we do this for mystery,
Mystery
crate? I'm
Crate,
in.
let's go.
I'm in.
where you describe the brilliance of just selling you stuff in bulk so you have it for a lifetime.
I was going to say South Beach Sessions, but okay.
Okay.
Number 4, toilet paper.
Yep.
Again, you go once, you'll never have to go again. Now, some people, I like the Kirkland brand. Some people find the Kirkland brand isn't gentle enough. I like a middle of the road. I don't like those scratchy paper office type TP, but I also don't like the
No
ones
one
that are
likes
too-
that, right?
No.
No one
But
likes
some
the
people like
scratchy
the
one.
really
Multiple ply.
soft,
Builds
that-
character.
they're
though.
like lotiony ones. I don't like those.
Angel
either.
Soft?
I don't see Angel
Love
Soft,
Angel
Charmin.
Soft.
Too
No,
soft for
It's
you.
too soft. I
Too
like
soft.
Kirkland brand.
Like some
right down the road.
coarseness,
Just a little bit.
a little bit,
Yeah, have a
little
some
bit of
grip,
texture.
some grip in there.
Some grip. There you go.
Some grip.
But again, like the paper towels, you get them once, you won't have to go again, and they don't go bad. So like you can just
Mhm.
store them under your bed or whatever. Number 3,
Some grip.
Yeah, toilet
he's
paper's
right,
like
he's right.
tires. Yeah, you need
Yeah,
grip.
exactly.
Some
Yeah.
help.
traction.
Mhm.
You want the toilet paper to help you out. It's too hard to do it yourself.
That's
you
right.
need the toilet paper to provide some course.
You don't want any slippage.
Have you ever tried to like clean up a mess on a counter with like a tissue, like a Kleenex? It's
There's nothing worse when you grab a tissue by mistake.
It just goes. It just smushes
The
it around.
little grains of the
Yeah.
tissue end up everywhere.
No.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Need something with integrity.
I've yet to find the paper towel that does what the paper towel commercials do, where it's just one paper towel, clean up this whole mess, and it's like, no.
Very careful not to name a brand, by the way.
There you go.
Right. Exactly.
You're
Number
learning.
3.
Influencer.
Frozen breakfast sandos.
A $50 is
Now-
$5.
This is the thing for you specifically, right?
Sandos.
You're on the go. Yes.
Wait, are you in
sandos.
too much of a hurry to say sandwiches? Like when you're in a big. You wanted. This is the time you chose to be efficient. You wanted to make sandwiches, sandos.
Sandos, Dano. You put them in the freezer, and here's the thing: you're on the go. You got to move. Sometimes you got to leave early to get here early. You don't have a whole lot of time to be like, I'm gonna crack an egg. And nope, just pop these. 60 seconds on 30%, and then another 40 seconds on 100%. You're good.
What is this percent thing?
Oh, on your microwave.
your microwave.
Yeah, the
don't-
power. The
You don't have
power
a
level.
microwave?
Can you? I have a microwave.
Okay.
I've never. I don't think I can.
Yeah, you can lower
Yes,
the wattage.
every microwave can lower wattage.
Huh.
That's how look.
TIL.
Except for the Tony Dungy.
Yeah.
That one's
That's
not
the
enough.
lowest
Not enough.
possible wattage. Number 2.
Number 2, dinner rolls.
The trash bag of dinner
The
rolls that you can get at Costco.
Like the Hawaiian ones, or what are you
they're
guys
kind
talking
of
about?
kind of similar, but a little sweet and a little. I don't know what the other kind of word is. It's,
Umami? What?
no, it's not umami.
Savory.
It's sweet and savory,
Oh.
but not as sweet as a Hawaiian roll.
but the key thing that Tony said, it literally comes in a trash bag.
It's a clear trash
massive.
bag.
Now here's the now.
Where am I going to
That'll
keep
go
all those?
bad.
this is-
No,
so this is-
won't that go bad
It
quickly?
goes in my
hold
oven.
on. Yes.
The mold on it?
Yes, it will go bad at some point. You will never finish it. I have a family. I have 7 people live in my house. We never finish it. But the value is such that you don't give a shit. You'll throw away the rest.
Exactly.
And they're so delicious. And they go with everything.
Every Thanksgiving, I have them.
Oh,
I make
man.
sure to go get them because they run out.
Yep, they run out. I'm telling you.
How much does that cost? The
Like-
trash bag
like
full
$4.
of dinner rolls.
Yeah,
like $4.
Like $4.
How long do they last though? Like if I am saying to you, I'm going to buy it now. I've got a family of 7 and we are going to pound on every meal rolls. How long will it last before it gets mildewy and it gets
2
bad?
weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
But again, I'm one person. How am I going to eat all of those
It's
dinner rolls?
$4. You don't have to eat them. You eat as many as you can and you throw the rest away.
You also
eat
can
$4
freeze them.
worth.
You could, yeah, you
You
could
freeze them,
them.
then you pop them back in the air fryer. 2
Oh, okay,
minutes
so-
on 400.
See, now I'm learning something. I thought once you freeze them, they come out, they're never quite the same. But you're telling me you can bring them back into
Air fryer could reanimate anything.
Literally
I
anything.
think I'm convinced it could reanimate a corpse.
Well, there you go.
I air fry my grandmother. Still with us.
Number 1.
Number 1, this goes without saying, liquor.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, you get a
Absolutely.
gallons for like $18 of top shelf premium stuff.
Really?
Yeah, man. I don't go into liquor stores anymore.
It's got its own separate
Yeah.
section too.
Yeah.
And by the way, don't be scared of the Kirkland brand liquors.
Thank you, Amin.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that,
Absolutely,
Amin?
you are right.
Because Costco, in its eminent wisdom, and this is part of the 75-minute podcast that
Yep.
we're going to do.
Don't give all the good stuff away.
Not
though.
all good, but just this one. Costco, in its eminent wisdom, has partnered with these liquor companies. Hey, you want to have your liquor in our store? That's fine. But you know what you got to do? You got to break us off some of it to put a Kirkland label on it. So the most known example is the Grey Goose vodka. Grey Goose vodka is a top shelf vodka, but Kirkland brand vodka is the same vodka. It just has a Kirkland label on it.
Really?
Yes.
Same factory, same batch.
Everything.
They just put it in a separate thing and
at the
slap
end of the
Kirkland on it.
line, half goes this way, half goes that way. And the ones that go this way get into the Grey Goose bottle that's very beautiful. And the other one goes into the Kirkland brand one, which is very utilitarian. But guess what? Same vodka in there, same great taste, much better value.
It seems like you gave it all away. He told you
No,
don't give it all
That's
away.
no. The
That's just the tip of the
Oh,
iceberg.
you
Yeah.
think
Tip of the
that's the Costco secret?
Come on.
This guy.
Without giving it all
BJ's
away,
over here.
the 75-minute future Costco's brilliant business strategy isn't the greatest thing that makes Costco as popular as it is, that not only do you feel everybody wants to get a bargain. Like you're getting extraordinary value, but also every once in a while they throw in this hot dog and you're like, well, it's also good. It's not something that is simply value. I'm not just getting a ton of something. I'm also surprised about how much of a ton of something I'm getting that's not shitty, counterfeit,
Quality.
less than diluted.
Quality.
At risk of ruining a BJ partnership with myself, I'm gonna allow Billy to have that. You can tell the difference in quality between BJ's and Costco's in their food court offerings.
Ooh.
The food court offerings at BJ's are far less good than the ones at Costco.
You know, Tony, I would love to back you up on that, except I've never actually gone to a BJ's because I have standards.
Good for you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
A family
Whoa.
member, I will admit, a
Disgraceful.
family member is a BJ's person, so
Okay.
I've gone with that person, and I'm like, oof, what is this? Like, I don't.
Did you have to
What-
go to a Costco afterward to kind of rinse that
Yeah, I did actually.
BJ's off of you?
Disgraceful.
But I mean, when you look at Kirk Cousins' numbers with the Vikings, he's thrown 153 touchdowns, 50 interceptions, completion percentage of 68, career record 56-33-1. That's a Costco hot dog. Where you go, you know what? I'm surprised, given my complete inability to win in the playoffs, that I've got a quarterback this good.
Costco hot dog is undefeated. Never lost.
Who are you saying is the basketball player who is the Costco hot dog? If Costco hot dog is the highest praise that you're saying the highest praise you could give on value. I've always thought that Pollo Tropical and Wendy's offer the best fast food values. Are
And KFC.
you here to argue?
Yes, KFC for sure.
Yes, of course. How could I forget?
They do.
Are,
Good looking
Different
good.
category though, Dan. I get what you're saying. Different
Finger
category.
looking good, man.
are you here to argue that the Costco hot dog, the $1.50 Costco hot dog, supplants all of those as a value for quality taste?
Yes, because it's extraordinary value. The only problem is the Costco hot dog. The only way you can build volume on that is more Costco hot dogs, and at some point, too many hot dogs is too many hot dogs. I don't care how good they are, right? Whereas I can go to Wendy's and get the $4 sack. I go to KFC and get the bucket, and there's volume in there that I can work through. That's a difference. But if you're asking me what NBA player represents a Costco hot dog, I would say Jalen Brunson, right? Like solid, dependable, reliable, consistent, great quality. Not just great value, but great quality, but also great value. Now, some people, oh my God, dude, no, I'm telling you, man, Jalen Brunson, it's not flashy. He's not a night out at Poppy Steak.
You know what the other thing about Costco is? They don't sell you the ingredients of the food court out in the regular shopping area. So you can't buy the pizza that they make
With
to take home and frozen.
The chicken bake, yeah. They don't.
The chicken, they don't sell that.
Yeah.
They don't sell the hot dog that they give you. The bread is
The
what
hot-
especially makes the hot dog. They don't sell that.
The hot dog they do sell.
But the
It's-
bread is the most
bread,
important
no, the
part.
bun,
They don't
no.
sell that.
They don't sell the bun. But the hot dog, yes, that's the Hebrew national. Actually, no, I take that back. Do they have?
It's Kirkland, buddy.
Is it?
Oh, it's Kirkland.
Isn't it?
Welcome to Cinephobe.
I will say one thing that we haven't spoken about, and it's been 45 minutes on the Costco podcast here. The one thing that makes the entire business model work.
Mhm.
We haven't spoken about it.
Are you gonna give this away now?
I feel like I just want to give them this.
It'll blow BJ's mind over there in the back.
The rotisserie chicken.
BJ, listen to this.
Oh,
The
man.
rotisserie chicken for $6.
You haven't been to BJ's. Like, I will not stand for this slander.
Do they have a
BJ's been
rotisserie chicken at BJ's?
Yes, they do.
It's probably garbage.
Oh my God.
Roy, wait a minute. Roy just got in here with an aggressive pro BJ stance. Billy's been alone on the BJ Island.
No, because I am also a BJ's member, so there's that too. They got good chicken there. It's very good.
Not as good as Costco.
How dare you?
Costco's chicken is amazing.
They literally write things about it on like Bloomberg
Yeah.
and how it saves the business.
Rotisserie chicken for $6. You can get an entire chicken for $6. And
Juicy.
and it's already prepared. It's already made. You can't. How do they make things so cheap? I'm really
And so
confused.
75
It's
minutes.
almost,
then.
it's almost like
Wait till you
companies
find
are
out.
charging you way too much for things.
But yeah, Anid made me go out and get these groceries at 12:40.
Say what?
Anid made me.
That anecdote really
Oh,
led to something.
She made me. She sent me out to get this stuff at 12:40.
Oh man, did she do the like? She
No,
made
before the
requ-
Dolphins game.
Did she
Oh,
make the
God.
request
Oh God.
and then looked you in the eye like say something like without actually saying it? She just gives you that look like waiting for you to protest, and you're about to, and you're like, oh, that's right. And you're like,
No, I told her the night before
Uh-huh.
I was going to go out to watch the game. And then as I was walking to the door, hey, I'm about to go. It's like, no, you're not.
Power move.
I was like, what?
Power
No,
move.
we're going to get these groceries right now. It's 12:40.
Oh man, that is that.
That's a me waking up at 9 in the morning to go to Costco and be the first guy there at 9:01, do everything I got to do in 45 minutes, and then be able to watch the game.
You botched this anniversary thing so bad.
I know,
If you
and I
would
paid
not have
for it.
talked about it on air, like no one would have known that you forgot.
No, but he still would have gone through it, right, with your wife.
It would have been
Yeah.
silent.
Forgetting is forgetting.
Like-
Silent suffering.
Is it, well, at least we got
It's
content out
honestly
of
the
it.
fact that he didn't walk in and say, "Lads, I got a problem." If
Yeah.
if you walked in here and said, "I need help fixing what I've done here," you would be just fine. You would have watched the Dolphins game from start to finish.
The answer, Roy, always, when you get sent a text and you know, oh shit, I messed up. The answer is always do not respond.
How am I not going to respond
no,
to that?
Don't
no,
respond.
you don't respond until you have a plan.
So you have a
A
plan.
plan for a big show. A big show. I'm
Because-
sorry, I couldn't say it this morning because I want to say it right now.
Yep, you have it.
Right.
It was always in place. The only thing I've messed up is I left my phone on the charger, walked away, and then we got
Got it
into
on silent.
I was waiting
Didn't
to
see-
surprise
A
you.
veteran over here.
Mm-hmm.
It means
It's the
forgotten
chair.
many
It's
an
the chair.
anniversary.
It's the chair. I have all the lies.
Everyone always loves the guy who snaps everybody to attention, right? It's a very beloved figure in the office.
It is. Tony just walked through with a big thumbs down. I don't know that Whittingham has a shittier part of his job. Witty, is there a shittier part of your
No,
job? Because
it's awful.
Mike Schur was just saying right now, everyone loves the guy who has to come in and tell everybody, all right, lads, and snap.
Because I say it's a 10-minute break and it's minute 14.
Oh, no, they
And
never.
I'm
They
still-
never care.
It's like
It
it's
doesn't matter what
hurting
you say.
hyenas.
Girl, I'm making toast. Get off my ass, all right?
I saw your plate of toast like 8 minutes ago.
Also, if you just say at the 10-minute mark, okay, 10 minutes, we'll be in there.
No, you won't.
Will
No,
you,
you won't.
Yes.
Will you and me?
No, you won't.
Every time you say,
No,
come
you
on,
won't.
lads, I walk over immediately.
But why do I have to
But
do
he
the
doesn't
lads?
like he doesn't like doing that. That's what Mike Schur is
Yes,
saying.
he
right?
likes doing that. There's a little bit of authority you feel. They're like,
He
yes.
loves doing it.
Yeah,
Are you
come
kidding?
on.
Okay, so wait, so hang on. Let me just understand
I'm
what's
doing him a
happening
favor.
here. You are ignoring the instructions of when to come back to work. Then you're barking at the guy who comes in and says, hey, it's time to get back to work. And then not only that, you're asserting that he actually likes doing the job.
Who barks?
You could alleviate all of this if you just went back inside when it was at 10 minutes.
No, there was no barking. I appreciate Witty's.
You were-
Come on, lads. It's like it's a
Tony
thing.
Tony was thumbs downing him, and Jessica said, "Get off my ass! I'm making toast." He's getting barked at. He's clearly getting this poor
That was a
guy.
thumb sideways.
This is a producer. There's a producer in the room, and I feel sympathy for
and
this
the-
person
no, the
because
be-
he's getting barked at for this thankless job that he does every day.
Yeah, Mike-
and all you guys would have to do is look at your watches or look at a clock or look at your phone and say, "Hey, in 10 minutes, I'm going to drift back into the office and go back to work." That's all you have to do. It's not his fault. Don't yell at him.
Billy was late during that, and
Hey.
Roy is still not back.
See, this is the thing. It might have to be like secondary and tertiary lads. All right, go out there.
Tertiary lads, enough.
Tertiary Lad sounds like one hell of a band.
Billy, how do you
New
feel?
on Netflix.
How do you feel about because Whittingham was saying he hates having to be the person who goes out there and says, "Everybody, we need to start again." And Mike
Yeah.
Schur is siding with Whittingham, and he's the only one who's siding with Whittingham.
Saying what? What was his siding with him?
Just saying that it's an unpleasant position to put Whittingham in. Nobody likes that guy.
Well, yeah. I mean, nobody likes Whittingham. What do you want me to tell you? I was doing number one across the hall, and then I took a scenic walk back.
That is rare. That's rarely the culprit for why everyone's good. Usually, everyone's deep in conversation. And if I didn't say lads, 10 minutes would be 30 minutes easily.
Well.
I would find you out there at 11 a.m.
Lots of things are going on here. Lots of moving parts. You know what I mean? I had a dream last night that Mark Anthony died. I had to tell Hildy about that. That was a whole thing. She was very traumatized about it. Turns out it wasn't true, but I was worried about that. Then I told her you may have to look into billboards. There's lots of things going on at the same time,
Oh, that's right. Mike, sure you don't know
Shit, you
this,
forgot
but
about
we
that.
are talking to billboard companies because we're feuding with Bill's Mafia now because Billy Gill has said that Josh Allen has a stupid face. So we're looking for billboards. We want to run counter to America's most popular team. leading Billy Gill into the breach.
Well, I have a question for Mike because you are someone who runs a very successful company. You're, a titan of industry, if you will. Yeah. So we got our legal advice from a Penn and Teller show that Amin saw last night, and we're wondering if it's liable to put on there that Josh Allen has a stupid face. And Amin said that Penn or Teller, whichever one talks, said no, that he's good. He's fine to say that.
That's just an opinion. I don't think you're in any legal difficulty by doing that.
If we used a photograph
I
of
have no
Josh
idea.
Allen?
I'm not a lawyer, but I don't think you're.
Can we use
I think you can say someone has a stupid face on a billboard.
Can we use a photograph of Josh Allen's face to illustrate its stupidity?
That I don't know. I would say that given he's a public figure, there's fair use issues here, but also you're undoubtedly just going to rip a photo off the internet that's copyrighted, and then you'll get in trouble.
No, we got to
from the
find
person
one
who
that's
took the
public
photo.
domain or take one ourselves, I think.
We've got a Getty account, don't we?
Oh, how about this? Does this cover us if we do a screenshot of a Google search so you can just see at the top Josh Allen, and then we're like clearly showing we don't own the photo?
No, you don't get to use a photo just if you prove that you don't own it. You're just doing the other lawyer's legal work for them.
I have an idea. What if we get Mina to do an artistic watercolor rendering of Josh Allen and get her permission to use that? And then we're putting our own spin on it, so that constitutes as fair use, right? And then we're putting an opinion next to it, and it's a Billy Gill
We'd have to bleep
quote.
her name, though. I don't think she'd probably want her
She doesn't want to be within 1,000
Probably,
miles
yeah.
of these shenanigans.
Neither
But
do
also, you get in trouble for that too sometimes. Like Shepard Fairey Hope poster, the Obama Hope poster was made from, I believe, a copyrighted image, and there was a whole legal battle over that. So you'd have to someone would have to truly make a painting based on watch a game that he's in and just capture an image that is not already a photo.
We can get one of those people from the Santa Monica Pier to do one of those cartoon caricatures, right?
We probably need to talk
no
to
matter
legal
what,
experts here.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what, it definitely feels like this is worth it. So I would try really hard.
No, don't say that.
This definitely feels like something that's worth all of your time and money and energy.
It
based on what
is.
you've told me so far.
It is. We need to absolutely do this. I'm trying to figure out how to do it by the end of the show, but let's do our stat of the day here.
Start of the day, it is your start of the day. Start of the day, it is your start of the day. Start of the day, it is your start of the day. Start of the day, it is your start of the day.
Don't know if you talked about this yesterday, but as has been oft mentioned, it was almost 30 years to the day between Cowboys playoff road victories. To put that into perspective, that is the entire length of Tom Brady's career, plus the entire length of Carson Wentz's career.
That's a long time. And yet they're a hugely famous team that everyone cares about deeply,
Somehow
even though they
we
don't
care about them so much. I don't know why.
They're not actually excellent.
They're honestly the greatest test case in marketing, not in football excellence. The marketing
Yeah.
that they have done to maintain their relevancy despite a lack of on-field success is extraordinary. How we look at our televisions right now in here. The Cowboys are on one of them. I mean, First Take can't be too far away from talking about the league. They're the A1 story during football season that guarantees your ratings all fall long.
Yep.
One of the
I
stats.
also have a top 5 list for you. You asked me yesterday about my favorite names that I ever used on TV shows.
All right, we'll get to that in a second, but just a stat for the audience on what happened in that Bucks Cowboys game. On passes more than 10 yards down the field, Dak Prescott was 7 for 7 for 140 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tom Brady was 0 for 5 for 0 yards. That's how that season petered out. And I want to know from you, Mike, because we were talking about this earlier. What do you think, not is going to actually happen with Tom Brady, but just your general perception of what America thinks is about to happen with the next step of Tom Brady? What would the majority of people who are sports fans think is going to happen next?
Man, I don't know. I mean, I would imagine that everybody thinks he is going to come back with another team, like that he'll go to Vegas or something. That he won't stop playing, would be my guess. I mean, I have no idea, or maybe everybody thinks he's going to retire. I don't think he's going to retire. I think he's a competition monster who now has another. He's always just been a chip on my shoulder guy. From he's still barking about being drafted in the 6th round after his 7th Super Bowl. Like that's what drives him and makes him happy somehow or another. And I just don't think he wants to go out with an 8-9 season and a home playoff loss. I think he's going to come back. And I would imagine that most people in America don't know a world without Tom Brady. Like he's been playing football for more than half of the lives of a very large number of sports fans. So like, I would imagine that most people just think of him as like a person who's always going to play football and that he was never going to stop. I guess why would they think differently?
The betting favorite, weirdly to me, is that he goes back to Tampa, which is not what I thought most people would think. But Ben Volin brought a stat to the table where he, and I guess this isn't surprising, but it should be, that Tom Brady has played in 3 times as many Super Bowls as he has wild card games, because he always has the bye.
First round bye.
He always has the bye. He never even has to bother with the last game that he played in. He gets to the Super Bowl 3 more times than he has to play in a wild card game. Go ahead and give us the top 5 there that you have of your favorite names that you've ever used in any of your television shows. Number 5.
Well, hold on. I got to explain this for a second. The deal with this was I used to look on people's like IMDb pages and it would say, man with hat or woman number 2. And I always thought that was kind of a bummer. Like if I were an actor and I got even one line on a TV show, I wouldn't want to have it be on my credits as like guy in crowd. So I decided that for as many characters as we could possibly do this for, even people with waiters who came in and said like, can I get you anything else? Whatever. We were going to give them first and last names so that when in the future, when they were like, hey, I was on this episode of Parks and Recreation, people would look and they would say like, wow, here's a full name of a character. This person must have been important instead of guy with fork. So
inmate number 2.
So the problem is,
so you're helping the careers of actors.
That was the idea.
By like saying like at their next audition, yeah, I just played Placido Polanco on Parks and Rec. And,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then and they don't know what that is, so they think like, wow, if it had a first and last name, it must have been a serious thing. And by the way, that's half of it. The other half is I just love ridiculous names. The problem with this is over the course of 7 years and 25 episodes, you have like a lot of people. You can't make them all John Smith, Phil Johnson, whatever. So the names got crazier and crazier until we were then way down the line of like nonsense. So a lot of these, imagine when I tell you these names, a lot of these people are like literally waiters in restaurants saying like, can I get you anything else? Or a person standing up and saying like, I have a question, and that's it. That's all they did. But these were their names. And also it's not a top 5 list, it's a top 24 list.
Listen, I was just about to ask you, how hard was it for you to pare this down?
Yeah, it's a top 24 list.
Number 20.
So we'll go fast. We'll go fast. Here we go. Ready?
Number 24.
Eugene Pilo Grimaldi.
Do you know what all these people did in all of this?
Nope.
No idea. Number 23.
No idea. Delwyn Burfig.
22.
Bill Trickfork.
Yeah, gotta watch out for the trick fork.
21.
Roz Pinwheel.
Is someone in your house concerned at how loudly you're saying these names?
Nope.
20.
It's another day.
Brian Raisins.
Number 19.
Percy Cattube.
18.
Dobrel Catamaran.
So did you guys make these up, or are these real people in sports or other realms of life?
Names and things is where we are right now.
Like Charles Dickens, right? Charles Dickens claims all these names are real names.
There's a catamaran. Where are we? 17?
I think so. Carl Turtle Hump.
16.
Marv Vavavma.
How many V's in that?
There are 3 V's in that name.
That
It's
sounds
only V's,
anatomical.
A's, and M's.
Does it start with 2 V's?
No, it's just Vavavma.
15.
Lavondrius Meagle.
14.
Sassandra Sassasnorp.
Wow.
Hey, you are not helping any actor's career
Yeah.
with that one.
I play
Yes,
Sandra
I am.
Sandro.
Are you kidding me? You go in and you say, they say, what was this character you played? It starts with 2 S's. Each of her names starts with 2 S's.
13.
It's fascinating. Summer Ole Kraken Frog Frong.
2 names ago was Keegan Michael Key.
12.
Yes. No, it was Questlove.
Oh,
It was Donna's brother. Yeah.
12.
Gunch Merkwell.
Ha! They do Merkwell.
What is his or her nationality?
No idea. Dutch?
It sounds like the character from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Isn't there?
Well, a lot of this got carried over. I wasn't
Okay.
at Brooklyn long enough to do this at there, but Dan Gore liked silly names the same way I did, and he named a lot of people that way.
There was a character named like the Munch or the Gunch or something like that.
11.
Dr. Lip Nerpins.
Wow.
It sounds like the fake doctor in 30 Rock.
Dr. Spachemin.
Dr. Spachemin.
First name is just Lip, L-I-P.
LIPP.
2 P's.
2
Yep,
P's, of course.
Come on, Dan.
What an idiot I am. Number 10.
Probably Jennings.
Wow.
Number 9.
Gretzky Susan Pellegrino.
Didn't she
Gretzky
make Gilmore
Susan is
Girls?
hyphenated. Gret-
Probably Lee at the end.
Gretzky Susan is hyphenated for the record, and also there are like 11 names in the show where we just put Gretzky in as one of the names. I don't know why. I'm not a Wayne Gretzky fan or anything. It just kept sneaking in there.
Number 8.
Walden Wensythe Hofstrike.
Wow. The third?
Nobleman.
7.
Eleanor Puntruppel.
Why didn't you do 25? Was there an outside looking in?
Just these. I was gonna do 5 with 19 OLIs, but then I just decided to do all 24.
OLI, Stetson Bennett the fourth.
Number 6.
Judy Zapasapaz.
Number 5.
There's a story behind that one, which is I named her Judy Zappos, like the shoe company, and I was like, well, that's a shoe company, we'll get sued. So that I took the word Zappos and flipped it around and added it on, so it was Zapaz. But then I liked the way that looked, so I took that whole thing and I just doubled it, so it became Judy Zapasapaz.
Did you actually ever get in trouble with making a mistake anywhere around here because there was something you didn't know that you did early on?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone cares.
Wait till that
I don't know
lawsuit-
where your countdown is, but I think I'm at number 5 now.
Wait till that lawsuit comes in from sapazapaz.com.
Number 5.
Turk Raster Snike.
4.
Jaquiz upon Gretzky Lurpus.
The name of a British town.
That's exactly what it is.
3.
The quiz?
Tadnork Sprumith.
These are now Keegan Michael Key names. Number 2.
Tony Strunkfuster.
And the number one.
I got Roy.
You did.
I got Roy. Look, I got him.
That's gonna be a suey laugh. I have not heard Roy laugh that way before. Number 1.
Andrew Luck.
Very good.
Well done.
The real Andrew Luck. He played himself.
Let's go ahead and go through your baseball cards here before we get you out of here. What do you have for us today?
Well, I've got another pack of 90. You only want the 93s. You guys don't want any earlier. This is Jess's favorite segment, by the way. Every time I do this, her face just lights up.
I
like it's
literally just
Christmas.
went on ASOS to start a shoe return.
I'm about to say Jessica's face lights up because her screen is on. Just
All right. What do we got?
I should remind
Keith-
the people before you do that, excuse me, on the podcast, if you're not getting quite enough about what he's about to give you, you can get 2 hours of it. And actually 4 hours. The last 2 episodes are just him and Joe Posnanski opening baseball cards. You should find it because they do fun stuff with it. Go ahead. Who's our first card?
Oh, and also we're doing this for charity in a number of different ways. You can listen to the podcast to find out how. And also go to GoFundMe.com/podcast and give money to ALS research. Keith Miller. I don't remember Keith Miller for the Mets. Do you?
No, is he a shortstop? Was he a shortstop?
He was second baseman outfielder. It's a gold foil Keith Miller card. This has to be the least valuable thing I've
He really deserves it.
fact. Another Mike Gallego. Good work, everyone.
You can't have enough of those.
Jeff Hewson for the Rangers.
No
Barely
recollection
remember
of him.
Roberto Hernandez.
Oh,
for the
yeah.
White Sox. Oh, here we go. Derek Lilliquist. That could have been a name on our show. Good Lord, Kevin Koslowski could also have been a name on Parks and Recreation.
Absolutely.
I don't remember any of these people. Todd Burns. Oh, here's hey, Chris Sabo to match your. Where's your? Let's give me the bobblehead, Billy.
Yes,
There
we've
we
got
go.
the Chris Sabo bobblehead.
I'm going to send you this card, and then you can put the card next to the Chris Sabo bobblehead.
Thank you.
I think
I
they should be
appreciate that.
reunited. There we go. Carlos Garcia for the Pirates. Man, oh man, this is obscure. Brian Hunter
Yeah.
for the Braves. I remember him.
The first base platoon of Hunter and Bream.
That's right. Righty lefties. Vince Horseman for the Athletics.
That's not a real name.
Anybody remember Vince Horseman?
Horseman?
That's from Parks and Rec. That name,
That's
right?
one of the names you made up.
Right.
Chris Horseman Gretzky or some shit. Yeah.
Oh, look, it's Crucky.
Yeah.
Crucky in the prime of his life. Look at that physique. Just
Elite-
absolutely nailed it.
Elite athlete.
Hey, Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
all right. Got a good
That.
pack. You got a good pack there.
The kid.
It's an otherwise
Someone had to say
it's a
it.
pretty terrible pack. Is that card worth anything? Do you think that 1993 Griffey, he has played years at this point, that is not
Worth $3.50.
okay.
What do we got, Witty?
Did you find that to be a disappointing pack so far? Do you have any? Or,
That
I'm
was
not-
pretty rough pack. Well, mostly because I'm not in it for the Ken Griffey Juniors. I'm in it for the Hippolito Picardos.
yes.
Yeah,
That's-
you are.
You have not.
We didn't get.
You've
they
not
only
struck
got-
gold like that before.
No.
The-
Dave Fleming was the last card. Topps rookie Dave Fleming.
It seems like that
But,
one is
yeah.
currently on sale on eBay for $109.99.
Which one?
The
Griffey.
Ken
The
Griffey
Griffey?
one. Yeah.
A 93?
Yeah, 93 tops. Ken Griffey Jr. Show it to the camera again, Mike. Yeah, it's that exact one. That exact one is on sale for $109.99.
No one's buying this for $100.
Well, but for the record, though, you're going to give some of this stuff away, right? As part of what it is that you're doing, even though you're not allowed, according to GoFundMe, to have raffles or any of that stuff. The things that have value here, you are not going to keep. You're going to give it away.
There are two separate things going on here. One is we're raising money on behalf of our friend Sarah Langs for ALS research. So you can go to GoFundMe.com/podcast and chip in some money. Separately, just for fun, Joe and I are opening packs of old cards, and then we're going to auction off the highest value ones to raise more money for ALS. And also we have these prize packages we're going to give away where you can enter to win a bunch of cards and essays written by Joe and all sorts of stuff. So listen to the podcast when it gets posted, and it'll explain everything.
Excellent, sir. We will talk to you again tomorrow. Thank you.
All right. Bye, everybody.
See you, Gary.